Are you excited? We are on our way to take our vaccine shots. Are you excited?
Yes!
We actually ordered what you call this face shield because it's not widely used in Malaysia, not like in the Philippines wherein you are actually required to wear a face shield when you go out, when you take public transportation, but here it's not required. So although you can find them out there, but not that really. So we ordered from Shopee, but 1 week later our order didn't come yet. So maybe the face shield came from Manila, I don't know. So we are on our way. Our vaccination shot is at a place called Putra WTC, World Trade Center. It's Putra World Trade Center. So since it's just the two of us in the car, I decided to take off my mask first. Because actually, since we didn't receive our face shield on time, we thought to just wear an N95 mask. The Flex N95 mask. But then, it's quite uncomfortable and quite difficult to use. So, we decided to just wear or do a double mask thing. Hopefully, I don't get too nervous and I will still be able to document our vaccination process. We are just lucky because the Malaysian government decided to not include the AstraZeneca vaccines in its mainstream rollout. I'm not sure. I think because a lot of people decided to pull out because they're not too comfortable with the rumors surrounding AstraZeneca that it causes blood clots and all that. But again, the best vaccine that we can get is the one available to us, diba? So a few weeks ago, they opened the registration for those willing to take the AstraZeneca vaccine. I think there are around 200,000 doses. So we were lucky enough to be able to secure 2 slots for the two of us. So now we are on our way. Ituloy natin yung kwentuhan since I checked, we still have around 10 minutes until our destination. Alam ko maraming, what do you call this, hindi kumbinsido magpabakuna at namimili pa ng brands. Understandable naman, syempre we worry ano yung magiging epekto sa katawan natin. But then again, sa akin lang yung major consideration is it's always better to have some sort of protection than nothing at all kasi naman mamatay ako gawa ng COVID. And then yung sa case naman ng AstraZeneca, may mga nabasa ako. By the way, there are a lot of resources online. So ako, although pumapanig ako lagi sa site ng science, natin yung scientific method na tinuro sa atin. So sundan mo yun. So based doon, tsaka ka mag-a-arrive sa conclusion. Hindi man ako ganun kagaling mag-comprehend ng complicated science complex. Pero itong advice ko, if may mga kaibigan kayong scientists, doctors, or mas magaling mag-comprehend ng mga ganun kakomplikadong bagay-bagay, ibigay nyo na lang sa kanila yung resources, sila pagbasahin nyo, tapos humingi na lang kayo ng summary. Siguraduhin nyo lang na credible yung source nyo, So yun, mas madali yun. Yun ang ginawa ko. So may kapatid ako, may kaibigan na doktor, mas masipag sila magbasa at mas may alam sila. So pinag-summarize ko na lang sila. Mas madali pa sa akin mag-arrive into a conclusion rather than I read very complicated materials. But we do read about it, but we try to find resources na madali intindihin. So anyway, yung main consideration. So one is on AstraZeneca na nagko-cause daw ng blood clots. There's a report by BBC sa case ng UK. Out of the 28 million something na nabakunahan, actually 200 plus lang naman yung may reported cases ng blood clots. And wala pa itong preba, hindi pa ito na-prove na gawa nga or ang nag-cause ng blood clots ay AstraZeneca vaccine. So napakaraming posibilidad bakit sila nag-blood clot, baka dati na silang may sakit. So wala pang bases na naglilink sa AstraZeneca and the blood clots. So I guess some governments are just taking extra precaution kaya hindi nila ito siniserve as part of their mainstream vaccine rollout. Kumbaga, sabi nga ng World Health is the benefits outweigh the risks. So, doon na tayo syempre sa mas mataas na benefits ang makukuha, di ba? And, okay, ako naman yung second consideration ko, yung sabi ko nga, I think isa ito sa major consideration ng maraming naniniwala sa pagpapakuna. At tama naman talaga na any form of protection is better than having none. So the best vaccine for us is the one available na. So kunin na yan, kung ano man yan. And then, ano pa ba? Kikwento ko. Ilang minuto pa ba? 6 minutes. I-flip ko muna. Alam mo ngayon lang ulit ako sa class after like more than a week.
For people scheduled for 2:30 to come in to start queuing, but I'm quite confused what they are saying, but I feel bad for those taking care of the queue and managing the crowd, so quite a lot of people. So we are here now queuing for the 2:30 p.m. slot. So they asked us to prepare our registration in the health app called My Sagittaria here. So here's the queue. We're trying to social distance as much as we can, but it's quite difficult given the number of people. So it's at the World Trade Center here in Kuala Lumpur. But I commend those managing the queues, managing the crowd. It's quite hot. It's very hot actually. And I'm wearing a double mask and it's not easy. I tried wearing an N95 mask given that my face shield didn't arrive on time, but it's not that comfortable. So we're now going to our station. We just registered like the normal health app registration wherever you go. So it's a requirement, then you scan for temperature. Okay, we're on our way now. So we're both under station 1. So we're like in a holding room, but we've been here for only like a few minutes. We were just asked to check in, and then some mini orientation took place, somebody explaining the process and what we're supposed to do, and reminding us of social distancing and other health protocol to follow. And there's some show, I think that's a vaccine explainer thing, which is I guess good. Okay, so we're now going up. See you later. We're now in this huge hall for the next process. But I'm not gonna look at the needle. Here. Okay, so here you go. Okay. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello! It's been 1 week since we got our vaccine shot, our first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine. And we are here to share with you how we felt and what we experienced after getting the first dose. It's quite uneventful. Well, nevertheless, we're happy to share with you what we felt. So how was your vaccine experience? What did you feel after getting the shot? And then what did you feel 24 hours after getting the vaccine?
Well, I had mild chills and just a slight headache and a little of back pain. Just for about 24 hours, and after that I was totally fine. No any other side effect. Oh yeah, felt a bit of hungry.
But you're always hungry even without the vaccine.
No and yes, yeah. But for the vaccine, after the vaccine, I think I felt a bit more hungry. But after the third day, I went jogging, 5 kilometers, no problem.
Everything's okay, right?
Yes.
Me, I was totally okay. I didn't feel anything except for a slight headache 24 hours after taking the vaccine. But my migraine, I get worse migraine, so it was nothing. Then I experienced upper back pain. I had stiff neck. I'm not sure if it's a side effect, but
Oh, it is. I read somewhere someone got stiff neck.
okay. So basically that was it, and we're totally okay. So we encourage all of you, those who did not sign up yet, didn't register for vaccine yet. Once you get the opportunity, you get the chance, go for it. Let's all help protect one another, protect ourselves, protect our loved ones, protect our communities. Get your vaccine shot soon.